Hey, come on down here, into my messy basement. Yeah, right in here, past the workout equipment. Oh, hey, no, not down here. Back up the stairs, through the kitchen. Oh, hey, it's you again? Oh, it's right through there, in my office. First door on the right. Oh, hey, took you long enough. I've got something to show you. Alright, well, what I wanted to show you is this little beauty here. This is a 9 cubic foot Frigidaire chest freezer. As you probably imagine what I'm going to do with it, I'm going to convert this into a fully functional kegerator. I actually picked this freezer up at appliance discounters. It's got some damage on it, some dents in the metal. This is normally a $300 freezer. I picked it up for $200, so it was a pretty good deal. It actually, the lid that was originally on it was a lot more dented up than this one is. There was another freezer with a lid that was in a little bit better shape, so I talked the guy into swapping lids out for me. So he went ahead and did that, so even better deal, I think. In the process, we went ahead and we took the lid off to switch it off, so I thought there's no sense of putting it back on since I'm going to take it off. As you can see, these are spring-loaded hinges here, so we went ahead and took those off, and as you can see, I'll open it up here. Should be able to fit 4 kegs in there. You never know, I might even be able to get my CO2 canister in there. I'm not sure yet. Probably a little extra room there up on the hump. So eventually what I'm going to do here is create a collar. I got a 2x12, or sorry, 2x9. I'm going to create a collar to go all the way around this so I can install my faucets, and we'll pick up there. Okay, the next step here in converting this chest freezer into a kegerator is going to be taking measurements of the outside diameter so we can cut the boards in order to make the collar. Now the collar is going to hold the beer faucets, or the beer taps. That way we don't have to drill into the walls of the freezer. The walls of the freezer are full of insulation and cooling coils, so we don't want to drill into that. Also, by doing the drilling into the collar and affixing the collar onto the freezer, in case we ever want to convert this back to a normal freezer, which is pretty unlikely, but in any event, if we ever want to do that, we haven't ruined the freezer. So I'm going to go ahead and take measurements, measure twice, cut once, I think is the old adage. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll pick up then, and we'll start cutting our boards. Alright, now with a little help from my wife, we have begun doing the miter cuts. As you can see, it's fitting together pretty good. We had a couple off cuts, but we've been able to salvage it thanks to Victoria's stellar measurement skills. Right, Victoria?
Right.
Got one more to go. Hi, Ashton. There's our supervisor. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. Alright. We're going to go off for the last cut. Alright, here's the miter box I'm using. Borrowed it from a buddy. Working pretty good.
Final cut time. Let's see.
I hope so.
Okay, moment of truth.
Alright. Alright, that last cut wound up working out perfectly. So I have got a perfect collar here sitting on top of the freezer. Everything lines up well. So the next step I'm going to do is going to drill the holes for the beer faucets. And we're going to do that probably right in the middle of that collar. We're going to do 4 of them. So we'll pick back up there. Alright, so what we're doing here is getting ready to mark where I'm going to drill the holes to put the shanks in the beer faucets. As you can see here, I've got 4 Perlick shanks that will attach to the Perlick faucets. So basically what I'm doing is I'm measuring the board. I'm at about 7.5 inches wide. So it takes me about 3 3/4 inches dead center. So I'm going to center my shanks at about 3 3/4 inches, and I'm going to space them out here. Right here is where the middle of my chest freezer is going to lie. So I'm going to put a little space in between taps, say 2 and 3 here, and I'm going to space them out about 5 inches apiece. So I'm going to mark that, and then we'll drill them out. Alright, well this is where it gets a little cramped. The basement hasn't seen a cleaning all winter. Alright, so we've got our hole. I'm going to do that 3 more times, and we'll move on to the next step. Alright, picking back up here, you can see we went ahead and we stained the collar, got it the color we want it, and now I'm connecting the ends to complete the box, and just using some wood screws to do that, drill the holes. Alright, welcome back to the Kegarator project here. Went ahead and we stained the collar a dark color here, and I've went ahead and I've drilled pilot holes into all the corners, and I've driven in wood screws, 2 in each corner here. So now I've got a complete collar. It's attached. As you can see, it's going to lay here on top of the freezer. Next step is going to be to lift this off and to glue it down to the freezer. Alright, what I'm doing now is I'm taking some silicone caulk and I am gluing the collar. I turned it upside down, so this is going to be the bottom section of the collar. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this here, and I'm going to turn it over here. Alright, I went ahead and we flipped it around here, and now I'm just positioning the collar, have it go exactly where I want it, and I'm going to set some weights on top of this overnight. It will be nice and sealed against the freezer. I'm also going to take the silicone and go around the inside and around the corners just to insulate it, keep the cool air in. Tonight as well, I'm also going to put a coat of polyurethane on the collar.